Good luck.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on E. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field to their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Bradford's Vikings. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you very much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Twin Cities and the expansive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh, them niggas ready.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
Right there, Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Get my boy there. Let's see what you got, Rod.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. The loss of
hey, bro, that D out now, bro.
Now it's 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something.
You can't bullshit a bullshit, you heard me.
Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Okay, bullshit, bro.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play.
Look at that coverage, bro.
Down, couldn't connect. Now it's
motherfucking coverage.
This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
3rd and long, it's Smith.
Look at that shit, boy.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
That fucking game, baby.
You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a rolling season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the...
Oh, shit. Shit, came out of his hand. Nice shit, bro.
Here, Ron Parker, and they are going to set up shop.
That bitch came out that nigga hand, bro.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
that was just, that was on the receiver, bro.
Run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down.
That was on the receiver.
He'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at the
man,
Vikings
that hit that nigga
unit.
hand, man. That bitch tipped up and
hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first down carry here for Charles. And able to push his
Bro,
way
we own
forward
that
here
shit,
for a
bro.
good little gain. It's
Nah,
a
we
pickup
own
of
that
4
shit.
to
We
bring
own
up
that
second
shit,
down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good
You
first
know
down
we on
run.
that
That's
shit.
what
I ain't
offense
like
calls
that.
staying on schedule. 3 to 4
Hey,
yards on
captain
first
over there,
down.
man.
You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelsey was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the
What?
Chiefs. So, breakout year
You
indeed.
know what,
For me,
nigga?
it's how he
Talk
did
no
it,
shit,
because he
nigga,
did
like
it
we
in a
ain't on
variety
that
of
shit.
ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he
I
caught
feel
the ball,
shit like we
he
ain't
ran
on
like he
that.
was a running back.
Y'all almost got your running back put out of commission, bro.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on second down is Smith. And incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended
Don't act like we
receiver.
ain't on that shit,
And it's
Ronnie.
third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Terrence Newman, let's go,
And
nigga.
he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now out last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if
Don't
they
act
can
like
do
we
better.
ain't know that shit was
I want
gonna
to see if they
happen,
want to go
man.
ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
That
confidence.
nigga can't hold AP,
Brandon, I know
bro.
you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping.
Oh,
and a
nice
bad
shit,
throw
bro.
there. It's intercepted.
Nice
Picked
shit.
off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On second down, Jamal
Fuck you
Charles.
doing, nigga?
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Charles the lone setback. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
That shit out of
And
here,
that
boy.
is incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the
Hey,
intended
that's what I want
target.
you to do,
And it's
man.
4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go, nigga.
And he'll lose
Let's
yardage
fucking
here,
go.
going down back at the 28. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the play fake to Peterson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Damn nice shit, bro.
Time here in this half, it's intercepted.
That nigga put too much arrow on that bitch, dog.
And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12.
Him and motherfucking Blake Bortles, dog. I can't stand them niggas.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense.
Fuck you going, nigga?
Yeah, that loosened up things.
Might well take that play out to Arsenal. I'm on that shit.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Kelsey out in the slot right. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And
damn, these niggas don't be doing shit.
Before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and of course,
fuck you going, bro?
Well, let me
your
give you
bitch
some
ass on that ground, nigga.
12 total touchdowns,
Fuck
6 in the
you,
receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return
fuck
game.
wrong with that
if you're
nigga
an
low?
offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
So the defense has put them in a
Smith
tough
ain't no
spot. Second and
motherfucking
long.
dog, nigga.
Now Smith. Screen pass to
Let's
Charles.
go, D.
And he'll
We
lose
on that
yardage
shit,
here.
nigga.
Back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nigga on that motherfucking shit, boy.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Finding time.
Let's go, D.
Hit as he
Nigga on that
throws
shit,
there,
boy.
incomplete.
You gotta give some credit.
Nigga
there.
try to use my own play on me.
Bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of
That nigga Roger just stealing my plays,
bring his
bro.
arms down.
That is my play, nigga.
He's going to field this at the 4.
Nah, nigga, a lot of niggas don't run that
A
play.
big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their
Roger be
drive
in my
as they
arsenal,
take
bro.
over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man.
Mouse your bitch ass, nigga.
What's interesting is what do the coaches decide
Mouse
to do
your
now?
bitch ass, nigga. Don't ever talk shit to the GOAT again, boy.
Do you take the ball
Ever
out of
talk
his
shit
hands
to the
and maybe
GOAT,
turn to the
nigga.
running game, or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a good swarm to the
Motherfucking
football
AP,
defensively
nigga.
as they get him down at about the 40. And give him 4
Ever talk
yards
shit to
there.
the
It'll be
GOAT
2nd
again,
and
bro.
6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th
This
time
nigga cannot
today.
fucking
Picked
throw,
off
bro.
by the Pro Bowler Marcus Peters. And the Chiefs
Hey,
now
boy,
getting
somebody
set
else
to
watching,
go.
Roger.
And a tight game after punting last time.
Hell
See
yeah,
if they can
niggas
get
be
something
fine and
going on
shit.
this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way
y'all
down
be doing some motherfucking YouTube shit too, niggas.
Scoreless first half.
Yes, the fuck you do, nigga.
After this, they come out here in the eye. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
Watch the run.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out.
Hey, yeah, it's like, you know, you hike the ball for your nigga, like, your kicker stand there. He just stand there, bro.
A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field.
Oh, yeah, color back there,
what on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about
I ain't putting that nigga color on nobody.
Right? You just mentioned
that.
They're down. You're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Throws right side, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass. And
that was a bad play.
My goodness, another
shit,
interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide.
I've been throwing pick on that play all day, bro.
Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nah, nigga, I just happened to pick the Vikings, nigga.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Bradford. Going up top. And now here's another interception.
Animation shit, dog.
Safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot on the field, the clock runs out, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great... All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been.
That nigga that caught that feet, that nigga tall as fuck, bro.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Charles there. And it's 3rd and 5. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession.
58 rail. 58 rail. There we go. Ace.
They come out here in the eye.
Left.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. It's a solid stiff arm. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Adrian Peterson, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. There's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going.
That was Parker, nigga.
Like
you know who that was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards.
Act like you didn't know that was Parker got his ass slapped, nigga.
And now here comes Kansas City. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players. And maybe
we mad now, boy.
And get things going in the excitement area.
We mad now, boy.
There, and now 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Looking deep downfield. And he's
that shit down, boy.
Thought he might have had position.
That's fucking D, boy.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense.
Damn, man, that nigga can't hit shit.
Big drop.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Again, it's Charles. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
That shit down, boy. Tyreek Hill ain't no fucking monster, nigga.
Out, incomplete.
You know it's not an easy
Nigga
job
ain't no
to go out and
fucking
catch
monster,
passes when
nigga.
people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
Weak ass little ass nigga. He ain't no JJ Nelson. Bro, you see what just happened when he threw it to him, nigga? He didn't catch that bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Nigga ain't no fucking monster, nigga.
Try a little trickery here on the end around.
Where the fuck you going, boy?
Take this one down near
that
the
weak ass shit, nigga. You can't throw it to him, try to run it with him, I guess.
It's going to set up 3rd and 9. And third quarter here,
that weak ass shit, man. Fuck that. You on your ass,
all
man.
the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
Receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Man, that fucking beat real, bro.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time
You
here
ain't even supposed to be in that game. That pick 6 keep you in there.
And
fucking
Santos
be real,
able to
bro.
put this one up and through. It's
I
good.
swear that be real.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's
Fucking be real,
13-7.
bro.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays.
How you gonna get his ass pushed in the face again,
You know what
nigga?
I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points.
Fucking go,
In a lot of
nigga.
ways, that's a win for the defense.
AP, you already know we're going to
And they
AP.
hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting
Acting
a
like
run
you
here.
know it's going to
I love your
AP.
description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. What about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run
Oh,
game.
he finna get it
The play
again.
action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
What the fuck?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup
Boy,
there.
I didn't
So
even
from
know he
2nd
had
and
the ball.
13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I ain't even know that nigga had that bit, bro.
They go play action. Now Bradford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no return here.
That nigga can't kick. I should have fake punch that
just outside the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired.
Fuck you going, nigga?
Else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like
bro, that D real, dog.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking.
That D real, bro.
He was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
Alex Smith got his ass wrapped, though.
There, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the run, it's Charles.
Fuck you going, little man?
Very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big pressure.
Let's go, D. That fucking D real, dog. Trying to tell this nigga that D real, dog.
He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a boot down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He gets it complete to Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
What's that, Rod?
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Fuck you going, nigga?
He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead.
3 people watching. Somebody sneaking on watching our games and
Smart
shit.
football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On the ground, this is Ware. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a two-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
I put Bridgewater in, nigga.
Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They come out here in the eye. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And that's with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Smith going to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Smith now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. the tight end in motion.
Move him over that line. Yeah.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Cuts it, Adrian Peterson.
Let's fucking. Nah, you was scared, nigga.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here.
Nah, nigga, you was scared, boy.
Well, at this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go
nah,
with the
nigga, you was
opens
scared.
up and he's gone.
We mind melding there because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball.
Hey, bro, you was scared that nigga go motherfucking still for boy again.
Just about every play. And they came back and got him with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well.
Nah, fuck that, Roger. You scared, boy.
Give him high marks for making it happen.
And now here
That nigga
comes
said,
Kansas
fuck you.
City.
I
They're
put
down
out
here
that
in a
still for
one-score
him, nigga. You
game.
went the other
At the
way.
time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
Oh, we on that shit,
They go
right?
over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw.
Oh, come on.
And it's incomplete. They were trying to get it
Nobody but
to
motherfucking, what his name is?
It's
The
always tough for the
fast-ass
guys
nigga,
throwing the
Wayne,
football when
can't
they
catch.
think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then
Trey
someone sneaks a
Wayne,
hand or
no
two
catching
in
that.
and bats it away.
10 yards to go on third. Back to throw.
Give me that shit, boy.
Incomplete as well.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback.
We own that
He had
shit,
someone
bro.
open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And able to find Conley. Now,
Man, that bitch ass
we're
shit,
going to
bro.
get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just
Conley
one
ain't even that
remaining in
cold
this
in real
fourth
life.
quarter of play. He's back to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Charles the lone setback. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Smith.
Fucking go, nigga. Since that heat at your ass that time.
Caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now Smith. He's got time in the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the fourth.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Especially in this type of a game in the fourth quarter. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Kelsey out in the slot right. One last throw here for Smith. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal
Hey, man, that D came to play, bro. AP a fucking monster, bro. Hey, man, me, bro. Nah, you couldn't stop AP, nigga. I went around that defense, nigga. I went around that defense you talking about, nigga. Hey, man, that D real, bro. Long as I got the right personnel, you heard me? Huh? Nigga, shit. Sam Bradford trade. See what happened when I put Bridgewater in threw that bomb on the money, nigga. Whatever you want your rematch, I'm here, man.